make sure that everything's working.
Here it is.
And hopefully it is, and then we can go sailing off into the water.
Oh,
like
wait
that.
a minute.
Yes.
Wait.
I've got it on.
Father,
It does seem to be working.
Is it? Can you hear the audio?
Excellent question.
Technical difficulties, buddy.
I can't hear game audio, it's not here, but very quiet.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's change the stream setting so we can actually be louder.
Sound devices. So what am I supposed to change?
Try changing that one. Speaker for controller. Maybe like even louder.
Let's try that. Is that any better?
No, adjust microphone level.
Oh.
Yes.
How's that?
Make it a little more sensitive, I think.
A little more? Like that?
I mean, it can read us now, so honestly, that should be good.
Okay, let's start with this. How's the sound, everybody?
Sounds okay to me.
It's sounding possibly quiet still. I got my volume on most of it.
It's lagging a few seconds is the thing.
This is what you all tuned in to see. Technical stuff. Skip ahead like 5 minutes and we'll probably have this figured out by now.
You actually can't see it. If you look, it blocks out your settings.
Oh, jeez. Okay, cool. This is for the kids who are going to be watching later. So let's start with this. Let's start with that and hope to God that the 29 people who are generously watching right now are not subjected to a horrible experience.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've got the audio set normally. I mean, it sounds a little crappy, but that's just because we're in an echoey room. Here, hang on. Hey everybody, I'm speaking directly into the mic to see if this sounds any better. We won't be able to keep this up anyway, but we're just kind of testing the system.
Now there are no more worlds to destroy, so Alexander wept.
Okay, well, it sounds marginally better if you speak directly into the mic. It still sounds a little tinny.
Okay, well, that's life, everybody.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to tweet out the link, so everyone get ready to say hello to some friends.
Yeah, because we can sail up the mountain, boy.
Woo!
The opposite of how rivers work.
Oh yeah, we might want to actually jack up the in-game audio a little bit, because I can't hear anything.
Okay. No. Options. Settings. Audio.
Maybe up to like 20. Let's not fly too close to the sun here, but... And subtitles are on.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
Let's see how this is.
Alright.
This is great.
I think we're good.
Cool. Alright.
Alright. Let's get this adventure started!
Welcome to the 85 people who are currently here and all the many more who will be joining us either on the stream or watching back later.
It jumped to 96, so, yep.
Well.
Yes. Hello everybody, welcome to the second stream of God of War 4, featuring us and also our good buddy Adam, who is coming to us live from Reykjavik to tell us about Norse mythology whenever it deigns to appear in the game, which...
Is most of the game.
Most of the game, yeah. Yesterday we streamed and the audio kind of sucked because we were using like earbud headphones.
So I bought a new headset and hopefully this is a little better.
Yeah.
So thank you patrons for making that possible.
Yeah, thanks a lot you guys. It was really great. So when last we left Kratos and Boy, they were heading for a mountain for plot purposes. And now plot is happening. Well, plot is happening. Lots of water is happening.
Just sitting there in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the sitch. I'm gonna unplug from hearing this because I'm hearing myself 5 seconds after the fact.
Yeah,
It's tripping me up like crazy.
Annoying.
Okay, but let's keep an eye on this.
Gosh, this part of the game is so much more terrifying knowing what happens about 2 seconds later.
Oh yeah. Blue has thalassophobia, and I do not, so this is bugging him a lot more than me.
Which is why Red's like, hey Blue, you should watch Aquaman, and I'm like, I would probably rather die.
You should watch Aquaman in theaters on a beautiful big screen. That way the Marianas Trench scene will really have its full impact. And he's just like, nope, nope, nope.
It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water.
Kratos rips off his arms.
I'm really not hearing any game audio. I mean, the subtitles are on, so it's not really a problem.
I mean, I can just turn it up. Before the next thing happens,
yeah, let's crank it up to like 30, because I'm not even
35.
hearing it. Oh no!
Wow.
In our hubris, we are creating our own downfall.
This Let's Play really is turning into God of audio settings.
Wait, can we even hear it at all?
You gonna do it?
Oh.
Just do it!
No, God! That's my favorite vine. Oh, sound is happening. Click. Okay.
The axe did not return.
Oh no, I'm sure you'll go weaponless for the rest of the game.
I feel like Kratos wouldn't mind. He'd be happy to just punch the shit out of that
Yeah.
creature breeds.
Good old days. Oh shit, Snag. That's a big boy, alright. That's an absolute unit right there.
Okay.
Aw. Oh, there's some bonding.
What is this?
What? It's a big friend. Hey, Kratos, it's your grandson.
Spoilers?
Kratos.
Give me spoilers for the plot of God of War and for the plot of Norse mythology.
Yeah. Extra thing.
I really like it.
Right? Oh, Jormungand looks great in this game. He's not big enough, but he could never be big enough. So, and he sounds awesome. He's like a malfunctioning didgeridoo.
Yeah. Mom said he's friendly.
Midgard's armor just changes sizes to fit however it feels like.
This is the problem with any mythology that was only used in a small part of the world, but tried to explain the entire world. Because it's like, does the Midgard serpent encircle the entire planet Earth? Does it encircle the entire Norse
there's a
realm?
circle way over there.
What is Midgard in relation to the planet? Stuff like that. There's all kinds of world building questions that never got addressed. Because why would you address them?
The one
Yeah.
dropped.
And even the developers are like, so Kratos destroyed the Greek world in the end of God of War 3, but the Norse world is still chilling? If you go far enough in the other 9 realms, can you get to, like, the coplanar place where the Greek world is supposed to be? Where Barlog's just like, dude, it's a video game, just fucking play it, man.
Because that's the thing, it's a video game, and it's not like mythologies are internally consistent.
We're going to the
Nobody did the world building. This is just what people believed at different points in time. And that's the other thing. Like, these were living civilizations. They lasted for hundreds or thousands of years. Which meant, you know, it's not like people would be,
Exaggeration.
oh, here's one canon and it's the only thing we're ever going to think. Because situations change, you know, and mythologies change to fit them a lot of the time. Are you
God of War, Iceland Drift, or Reykjavik Drift. I don't know why I didn't think of that first.
So, even with Norse mythology, it's interesting because someone tried to do exactly that,
Very long time.
and it was still not internally consistent.
Well, yeah, that's there's like an XKCD about that. Like, oh, there's 112 programming languages, so I'm gonna make one programming language that can do everything they can do. Now there's 113 programming languages.
Yeah.
Like you can just people will try and rewrite myths so that they all fit together, but what that just means is you have an additional interpretation of the myths. It doesn't actually encompass everything.
None of you fucking
Yeah.
Now get in here.
Yeah.
I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay, Brock.
Okay.
Should leave those fish alone.
Oh yeah, those poor fish just got
What is happening?
brought to the surface when the water level
Word gets
dipped.
out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding.
And the game developers will have to render some more NPCs.
Why did we make Brock a pirate?
Because that's kind of how he sounds. Okay, fair.
You rush around like that everywhere? Yeesh.
Hey Brock, talk to me.
He's not talking. You gotta.
Catch!
Cyan just texted me saying, I don't think the new mic is great, it's super echoey.
Sorry, Cyan, the room is echoing. The mic is actually okay.
I mean, but the mic might be worse. Because the problem is we're holding it a little further away, so what I can do is just kind of plop it, like,
Ooh, wait,
on my
I got a
knee.
super smart idea instead.
Oh, that is genius.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so smart, you guys.
We're going to put the mic on the laptop screen. And, okay, this...
For those of you who couldn't see the brilliant thing I just did, it's a mic attached to a headset, so we clip the headset onto the laptop that Adam is talking to us through.
Brilliant.
Oh, but now your notification sounds are gonna be super loud.
Come on. Yes, gosh, I really don't like the way they do the tutorials for this. Things to... I don't just gonna turn this to easy mode the second it gets complicated.
Come on, man.
It's a stream, who
The
cares?
stream
We do
cares.
have a lot of game to get through, so.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we shouldn't waste it. Sorry, hang on, guys. I'm readjusting the mic again. We really shouldn't waste any time. We still have like 3
Okay,
rounds
let's do this
to do.
one.
If there's quality material, rate you're going might last a day.
That's ASMR right there. Oh, Ian McCready says Blue is a fake gamer boy. You gonna stand for that, Blue?
I'll stand for it when I'm not trying to get through a game in a reasonable amount of time, because I played this game on the normal difficulty, and it took a while because I'm not actually good at video games, which I learned a long time ago, and more recently playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the stream. I'm not good at video games, I'm really not. Like, I'm barely passable. But for the sake of this stream, I feel like, as funny as it would be to watch me die 1,000 times to every encounter, you probably want to actually see the rest of the game. I mean, we can go to Nibelheim, or no, we can go to Moosefelheim and do the challenges and watch me eat shit all day long. But let's save the plot for the plot.
Yeah.
Oh, little gecko.
Little friend. You know what you must do.
Ah.
Yeah!
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh no, I'm gonna be sick. Oh god, that's terrible.
Oh,
I turned into a squid.
My team is way behind.
Oh no.
Oh,
Jesus.
Rob pledged £5 to say, hi there, I make songs for live stream. What would you like on ukulele? Also, what about? I don't know how to answer that question.
What's a good song for ukulele?
Sorry, the chat's still freaking out about the salamander you killed.
Mimetically, I'm thinking like the Nyan Cat theme song is the only option, but I feel like that's about 10 years too late.
Oh, yeah. God, that is almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I saw a Yahoo Answers thing that was like, this question was answered a decade ago. It didn't say 10 years ago. It didn't say like something like 2017 or 2007. It was like a decade ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Hurt.
2009.
We are blowing the horn.
No,
What am I supposed to do?
we are testing your resolve.
I have resolve.
You're investigating the horn that's not going to be relevant until a certain someone joins the chat.
I won't blow into
Ooh,
it if you don't.
Tyler
Oh,
Frost
okay, never mind.
donated
I don't know what I'm
25,
doing.
no, yeah, 5, sorry,
Right.
New Zealand dollars. Say, hey, Reddy, you're going to be doing a video on New Zealand myths and legends. We are a small country at the bottom of the world, but have some interesting stories. I'd actually love to. I don't really know a whole lot about the New Zealand mythos, but it's a subject I really want to research, and New Zealand is super cool. So I would
Atreus
like to do
Advanced
Yeah.
Combat.
that. Atreus, man.
Gain confidence in combat and will now support Kratos by physically attacking enemies when he sees an opening.
Atreus?
Atreus.
And people get on my case for mispronouncing things. You're Greek. What's your excuse?
Yeah, here's the thing. Greek, like, as a language, has been a million different things with a million different pronunciations. Modern Greek to ancient Greek, oh Jesus, is like Latin to Italian. In modern Greek, every vowel sounds like the letter I for some stupid reason.
Wait, is this a yeet or a Kobe?
Oh, fuck.
This is COVID.
My brother says Kobe is for accuracy, but yeet is for distance.
No, that's true.
Oh, Cyan says we should answer the song question.
Oh.
I mean, we're trying.
Yankat is my first. Other good songs. What's a good like OSP related song? That's
I use Kiss from a Rose pretty much every video.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. That's the neat art
That's
style.
very much.
That's a good combo.
Did I hear about IDW comic series Ragnarok? It has a post-Ragnarok theme you want. I didn't hear about that, but that's really cool. I'll have to look it up. My dog
Oh
is
right, I can shoot all of these and trigger a realm that will get my shit kicked in.
What is that?
Or you could.
No, I mean I don't have the abilities for that yet.
Oh yeah, yeah. This game did that pretty well, where it didn't have regions that were locked until you got like specific powers. It just had the same regions, but you could interact with them in different ways.
Exactly, which is a
Yeah.
different take on a Metroidvania approach, which is smart.
Is that
Oh,
Metroidvania or like Legend of Zelda?
That's
Metroidvania Zelda?
well, I mean,
No, those are no.
like the Metroidvania. I think the thing that is 3D
check it out.
Tatzel.
Tatzelworm, part lizard, part cat. A lizard cat, or a cat lizard,
Okay.
or something. Either
Oh
way.
my god, Red. One of my friends texted me, yo, my friend just met you on the T, how have you been? I'm like, yo, Linda, what's up? We, all weekend, Red's been in town with me, and we just got recognized by someone on the train today.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Wow, it took that long?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, it
I was
did.
surprised. I managed to go an entire convention without somebody noticing me too, which was like, oh. But
This
Wow.
very nice lady came up to Red and was like, hey, weird question. I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the answer's yes.
it's always, people are always like, listen, this is gonna sound weird, but, and it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know where this is going. I wonder if there's anyone out there who like looks like me, who has no goddamn idea what people are talking about, and they're like, listen, do you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, no.
So, Chad's complaining about the audio breaking up. Is it just my audio that's breaking up, Chad, or is this everyone's audio?
Oh, that'd be bad.
I mean, you sound like, oh, that's odd. Most people breaking up. Hold on, I'm gonna.
If worst comes to worst, we can switch back to the old kind of crappy microphone.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's over there.
It's weird. It sounds okay. Is it plugged in firmly to your controller?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't feel like it's.
Oh, what were those things?
Science says it was everyone's.
Yeah, I'm guessing the mic was being a little finicky.
She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
Yeah.
It's funny to think of her teaching you something.
Okay,
Well, I mean, it seems alright.
Well,
Yeah, they're
can
saying
switch
it's
back
okay
and make
right
that
now.
one.
I don't think we want to. Everyone was
Okay.
complaining about the buzzing, and this is at least better. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, and Silent Tremor donated $2 to say hello and smile.
Yay.
Thank you, Silent Tremor.
Welcome to the foothills.
Sure is foggy here.
It makes the game easier to render, boy.
Another door.
Mountains are a big deal, boy.
Oh, snap bolt.
Yeah.
He is of no consequence.
Jesus, Kratos.
Excuse me, but
No consequence is actually my middle name. So, hi, I'm Sidney.
and
I don't know why I gave him a Boston
no, I won't
accent.
dispute that. I know that blade.
That was Australian.
Okay,
I'm
this
going all over the
armor
place.
is something.
Got a chance to change your thing.
Step aside.
I
Step aside.
can't. See, the woman we made it for, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
Well, we had a kid. Does that count?
I mean,
He's like,
yeah.
oh!
If that's what you mean, I mean, sure.
She'll
But,
just
I'm not giving you a play-by-play.
fucking gross.
Face dead.
Oh, come on. Like, Kratos has a leg to stand on.
I'm very, very sorry
Well.
to hear that.
Bye.
She was a fierce warrior
She was a fierce warrior.
and a good woman.
Oops, and Lord Celestion donated 25
Okay.
PLNs.
I'm not about my
I kind of don't mind since I see everyone else is donating. Aw, thanks, Lord
Well,
Celestion.
thank you.
We have no idea where your money is.
Well, it's true, but
Oh, our audio's jacking out
would
again.
have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against
What
her
is happening?
house.
Alright, hold on.
Why, my
So, like,
I knew it. You are
I don't know. It's weird. Like
The other half of the brand's here.
it's not causing any problems now.
Because this plugs into the mic, so
It could be
it might be
here.
getting
Okay,
weird.
let's
do
do
this.
Yeah, let's
do
put it
this.
down in the middle again.
superior.
Sorry for the
No both.
anti-ASMR, everybody. We're just fiddling with the mic.
Red yesterday insisted on showing me the Game Grumps ASMR.
It's
Part of me died inside. It was my ears. My ears that died inside.
the trick is you cannot ever watch it with headphones, or you
Yeah.
will actually die.
But can you put it down over?
Oh yeah, he's a total hypochondriac. I forgot about this. Cinder's the best.
Oh, Poland's currency.
Oh.
That's what PLN is. Cool.
You know, this is gonna sound shitty, but I would have thought that Poland's on the euro. I guess I don't know. I know it's like 10 countries, but I don't know how many it is.
No, most of the Eastern Europe is on their own currencies despite being EU. It's very weird, like, the Czech Republic and Slovakia are both also on their own currencies.
That. I call it the Sky Mover.
Yeah.
Just up that mountain waits a treasure
I don't
trove
understand
of
why
rare
our audio's
resources.
cutting out, because we're not doing
Once I
anything
mine it,
weird.
I need a way
I
to
think
bring it all
it
down.
must be the mic
You
being
know how to
bad
fix
at
it?
being a mic.
That's gonna be annoying. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
$70.
Yeah, this thing was very expensive. And I definitely threw out the receipt and the box.
Careful, if you wiggle it around too much, it'll show up on the show.
Oh, whoops.
It's a mic.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Sorry, everybody, don't worry.
Did you really make that axe for my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. One of our best.
Axe me
No,
I can't.
come on, man.
But why her?
It's dwarven magic.
How did
Yeah.
you know?
She sought us
Actually,
out.
wow, our
in the
audio
beginning.
balance is like perfect. We're the
She
same
was
sound level as
special
the
woman.
game.
That's amazing.
Go on.
Wow.
She wanted to.
Too bad our mic is freaking terrible at this
I
point.
suppose we thought it was a chance to give
This is
our
why I'll
son
never
who'd
stream
use
again.
it for good.
Bye, Austin.
She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say,
Yep.
That was everybody from the old AC Odyssey stream.
"Egen vigum hans."
Gengur on.
That's right. That's impressive.
Now you're just making up
Oh,
words.
see a lot of her in your
Rob,
eyes.
the person who was asking about songs for stream says, I
Touch
usually
me.
write my own
I
songs
did.
instead of covers.
I
Is
will.
there something you'd like to
Oh.
hear in song
I'll
form,
come
or
up
possibly a theme song for
Oh.
the channel? Oh, dang.
Yo.
That's, that's a
Let's
deep
get
question,
started.
actually.
That is very.
I don't know, man.
Tweet at us and we'll shoot you a message and get back to you.
Yeah,
Because I
sorry.
cannot think of anything right now.
Yeah, but thanks, man. That's really cool.
Resurrection stones.
Let's see.
Cool. Yeah, those are. What's going on with those? It's helpful.
Silent Tremor donates $5 to say, just want to say y'all are my favorite channel on YouTube. Thank you,
Aw,
Silent
thank
Tremor.
you. Enchantments? No, don't care.
Okay, and the mic's not crapping out, at least
Right
now.
now.
So, good stuff.
Yep.
Oh,
Upgrade.
I spoke too soon.
Was there more to discuss?
No. To the mountain.
Oh boy.
Actually, I wonder if it's outside because the where you were.
Oh, you know what? Could be gonna. That would be really. Paying a lot of money for this internet.
Well,
By that I mean my roommate's paying a lot of money for this.
if it's
Oh.
not outside, there's not much I can do.
Oh.
It's here. Yeah. It's, is and that's why our audio is being.
Kids, we're streaming. Red is watching the stream, and my laptop is also doing a call for come on, get over here, Adam. Fuck.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things going on, but granted, it's the same stuff we were doing yesterday.
Yesterday, the mic quality sucked, but it wasn't cutting out every second. Problem is, like, if I pause the stream, I won't be able to.
From Thursday, so that was that changes anything. I don't know.
Now to get my stuff back so I don't get burgerized. Okay. Into the hills.
Woo! Finally! I'm sure it won't take us very long at all to climb this
Into the
mountain.
woods to Grandma's house, the path is clear, I know it well. Into the woods to something, something, and get demonetized. Remember that time I sang a cover of Hercules and then the stream got demonetized? It wasn't even monetized in the first place, but like it got explicitly copyright struck after that.
What?
Like, come on, yeah, that's why I stopped singing after that.
Oh, damn.
I mean, also it's because I had terrifying stage fright for that, but like, also it's because the streams got copyright struck. Which, like, is BS because I was using Jonathan Young's cover and my own voice, which I will take as a compliment, thank you very much, Disney. In parentheses, fuck you.
Okay. Now you sound kind of more tinny.
No, I mean, I am further away,
You are,
not
yeah.
looking at the mic.
Well, neither of us are really looking at the mic. Man, I can see why they, like, invest in those tiny little clip mics.
Yeah.
But for the stream, I don't know how to make that work.
Oh, cool. Arcane bracers. Sure. Don't need to pay money for that. They look dumb as shit, though. Oh, nope. Don't die.
Parts of this game just feel a little annoying.
The-
Make your way up the mountain, but you can't just charge straight because there's poison.
I mean, like, I get the world building aspect of, like, humans are very wary of other humans because, like, everyone can be Draugr fodder or bait. Oh shit.
Right, looks like another revenant. Okay. Yeah, my stream's more delayed than this last time, so if I'm commenting on things late, chat, fine.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah.
Blue Snake 462 donated $4.99 US dollars to say, Red, have you ever thought about updating the Olympian t-shirt line to reflect your current depictions of the gods? But the thing is, the way I draw the gods is always kind of variable. I can, like, read but it might just be better for me to, like, design a new one. So
Hey.
sorry, I'm slightly distracted. But yeah.
This is why I hate these enemies.
Yeah. I have another one, but I don't change the design of the old one.
You know, I should have seen that coming.
Okay. So while you're dead, we might actually want to try swapping out the mic because it's.
Is it
Okay,
that bad?
you know what? It's not that bad. It's fine now. It's
I mean, my other mic is right here.
Yeah, but it also sucks.
I
Okay,
mean-
you know what? Let's hold on with this for now, and if it gets really bad.
Okay.
Tyler Frost donated $5 New Zealand to say, you know your parents are clingy when your oldest child has to turn itself into a frickin' tree to keep you two apart. One story I learned when I was young. Cool. I don't actually know that one.
Are we getting
Oh,
close to
science
some
says yes, it is that bad.
We are.
Oh.
We should probably change
Okay.
that.
All right. Give us a second. We'll be right back.
Oh, I think. Yay. Okay. So, can everybody hear us? The buzzing is back.
Okay.
Why is the buzzing back? There's not even anything making the buzzing.
Oh gosh, wow, that is really bad. Okay.
I know. Okay, wait, hang on. Then let's go into the microphone sensitivity settings and lower them.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hold tight, everybody. We're just going to make the microphone not sound like ear cancer.
How's that? A little better? Wait, Red, say something.
What's up?
Okay, so you're much louder than I am because if I'm over here, and you say something, Red.
What's up?
Okay, so let's put it like here. I mean, hopefully this isn't
Okay.
terrible. Adam, say something.
Now my song. What?
Okay,
That should be okay.
this should be fine.
Okay.
All right, sorry for the buzzing, everybody.
Sorry, Red, you're on holding duty again.
Yeah, well, what else is new?
Ow. Give it a rest, lady.
Welcome back, everybody, to today's ASMR God of War stream.
Don't you fucking start. Don't do this to me twice in 2 days. Yeah. Alright, boy. Let's try not to get killed by the poison again.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh boy. It's time to fight more of these friendly fellows.
Ow. Dude, it's such an annoying thing where you have to shoot, like, right before... And you can't use the axe.
The comments are yelling about the bees again.
Bees?
Well, the buzzing.
Oh. You know
Also-
what? I like my bees, thank you very much.
That Victorian guy donates $5 to say, Red, why do you draw all the Greek gods and heroes to look super cute? It's because I really like drawing cute people, and I'm actually bad at everything else, so that's my secret. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to today's ASMR God of War stream.
Shut up!
And Silent Trevor donates $2 to spam the chat with bee emojis.
You have to do the thing where it's like God or Dad of Boy, but you use the red B emoji for boy.
That is boing. Welcome to the party, everybody. For those of you who aren't up to speed, we are playing God of War 4, and by we, I mean Blue. And oh my god, the audio's cutting out occasionally. Alright, you know what? It's fine. It's okay.
I'm gonna go Spartan Rage if this shit keeps up.
Maybe your controller's the problem.
I don't think so, because it's the same one I used yesterday.
Alright.
I mean, I'll gladly switch it out to try.
I mean, it seems okay.
But...
Anyway, yeah, so, hello everybody, we're playing God of War 4 by we, I mean Blue, and I am holding a microphone because we had a better microphone, but it kept cutting out. So now we're using this microphone, which is super buzzy, and way cheaper, but inexplicably better, which is not cool.
I like that too.
Yeah, and Adam is also here. Adam is our good buddy from Reykjavik, not from Reykjavik, but currently in Reykjavik, who is here to talk to us about Norse mythology, if we ever find some.
Yes.
To stop talking.
Well, we found a couple of things, but my stream is so far delayed that you walked past them all long before I actually see them.
Well, he's currently being attacked by wolves that look kind of green and icky.
Yep.
These aren't dire wolves, they're nowhere near big enough, right?
No, these are normal size wolves.
Yeah. Which, they're also, wolves as a concept are a bit weird. In the mythology, I mean, there are about four significant wolves. Those that are chasing the sun, the moon, the moon, and the wolf that will help the start Ragnarok has one of like 17 things that starts Ragnarok.
Yeah. Fenris, right? Well, Fenris eats Odin, or Fenrir.
Not the same. The sources both call it Fenrir and Fenrisulfur, which, so, both names are kind of used in the scholarship. But that's actually not the one I'm thinking of. Voluspow mentions one that will guards the gates of Helheim.
Oh yeah.
Which is a different wolf than Fenrir.
Yeah, Norse mythology has a ton of giant wolves.
Apart from those four,
Shit.
wolves as an entity are not that common in the Icelandic, Old Norse Icelandic literature. Also because there aren't wolves in Iceland.
Science texted me saying that the chat wants Adam to have a color.
Again?
Chat really wants me to have a color.
Like, just being is, like, oh jeez.
Good work,
the purple
boy.
shirted eye stepper was a trace all along.
Good work, boy.
Just being purely like word association, like Iceland, ice, snow. White seems a little bit bad. What about gray? Is gray okay? Adam, you want to be gray?
Gray is colorless.
I'm okay with this.
I mean, in the absence of anything else.
People were asking about colors that begin with A. Amethyst. Oh, it has been settled. Auburn. Okay, Adam. Someone says you're Auburn now.
I am okay with this.
Ow.
Good.
Don't hit me when I'm in the middle of an attack.
Or Aqua. Now people are yelling.
It's impolite.
Yeah, but that would
Amber.
be close to blue, and I don't know, amber would work because Scandinavian trade products of the Bronze Age and Middle Ages and afterwards were fish, wood, amber, and people.
Anyway, this is happening.
Anyway, there are a lot of yellow, very yellow, Draugr.
Yeah, they're kind of, I think they're poisony or some junk.
Oh, jeez. You know, modern problems require modern solutions. I respect that.
You'll be so angry you picked up a motherfucker and threw him at another motherfucker. What was that sandwich? Kill Kratos? Good idea! Thank you, comments.
Thank you, boy.
Oh boy. It's this thingy. I like how you punch him in the head to make him punch.
That's honestly par for the course in God of War. Oh, I like how they just throw more enemies at you specifically to mess up.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow, that is super satisfying.
That'll be $37. Would you like debit or credit for this root canal? Frozen Flame, oh yeah, those. Cool. 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 Loot. All the loot. Oh, it's Bluetooth compatible. Nice. Adam, how much does that piss you off?
The buzzing's getting worse, guys.
Oh, what?
I don't want to have to switch back to the other shittier mic, but we might have to switch back to the other shittier mic. I mean, this one was crapping out too, so it's not like...
Yeah. Chat, what do you guys think? Do you want the previous mic, or is this better?
Meanwhile, on to the next area.
Well, chat's talking about Shrek.
Chat is doing chat.
Of course.
I can see why Mom wanted this.
Someone asked about the secret garden. New mic is better? Wait.
Indeed.
When you say new mic, do you mean the first mic we were using, which is the new mic, or this mic, which is the older mic? Okay, Cyan says this one is still better. Silent Trummer donated $5 to say you controlled the troll like you were the rat from Ratatouille.
Nice.
Is that smoke?
Alrighty, I guess we're stuck with the bees, everybody.
Gore.
No boy, it is a plot device.
Correct. Okay, everyone wants the current mic. Okay.
What is that?
Okay.
Well, good thing I
Let's
haven't.
find another way
I'll have to
out.
find a through the box out because I.
Wish she was here.
That was a waste of money.
Yeah. Might be useful for other
magic
things.
is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around
Oh,
it.
which of the woods lady who doesn't have another name?
My magic is useless against the plot device,
definitely
and
not.
there's no other way up this giant-ass
To
mountain.
warn us.
I was busy saving my friend, if you remember. The
Rings
Black
a bell.
Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. That road is long.
Hey everyone, let's go on a side quest in another dimension.
It's everything.
Oh my. Really? Okay, that's.
This game takes so long.
Why help us?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is
Maybe I've seen more of myself
a
than
very
I know
weird thing.
Corey
Okay.
Closen donates 10 Canadian dollars, or Californian, saying, love the work both of you do, keep it up. My favorite has to be the one about Dionysus and that one image transition of him going from human to horned demon boy in front of the king. Thanks, man, I really like doing that visual. It's probably the spookiest one. Oh, and someone said, Red, will you do the story of Thor in a wedding dress? I actually already have. It's in the Edda video, and hilarious.
Yeah, because that is Thrinskriva, and that is part of the Poetic Edda.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Path to the mountain, complete. There is none. Go home.
The game is over, boy. Yeah, Kratos is just like, well, boy, we failed to scatter your mother's ashes.
Yours, I saw.
Oh, did I miss a super chat? Hold on.
I don't think you did. I didn't
Someone
see one.
said I did. I'm just gonna scroll up. Oh no, that was the.
We'll use this.
No?
Greyfog.
Come on.
Can't. Sindri said it was broken.
Sindri.
Oh, someone said Henry K. donated $5 to say I didn't expect to be watching The Wicker Man today. I don't think any of us did, man.
Oof, that hurts. I don't even know what I can do because the mic that was like I bought it specifically asking the nice lady at GameStop like, hey, I need a controller mic that has a good quality. And she's like, yeah, this one. I'm like, okay, cool. And then no.
I mean, audio-wise, that one doesn't have buzz, and I don't know why this one does. But
was the problem that it kept cutting out?
the problem was it was cutting out to the point where we were almost incomprehensible sometimes.
It is from
But thank you, chat, for spoiling that. Remember, I have not seen this part of the game. That is spoilers.
Why is that creature
Oops.
in the bay?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be looking at the chat,
He
man.
just appeared one day.
Unfortunately, I mean, that's what I was thinking.
And their
Just
battle could be
there are
felt across
like basically
all the realms.
4 possible options for who
Ultimately ended in a
the witch
stalemate.
could be.
And Thor
Yeah, because there's not really that many
Frigg,
major guys.
Ava,
Serpent State
Freya,
so large,
and
he now
actually, probably just those
spans
3.
all of Midgard.
Yeah,
And Freya is by far the most likely of
They've hated
them.
each other ever since.
So,
yeah, that checks out. Don't spoil this chat. Come on, man. Give
Yeah.
him a sense of wonder.
chat! I will start calling people out individually, because this is not cool, guys.
Someone keeps asking if I have any plans to summarize Heidi or the Secret Garden. Maybe? Secret Garden's definitely a modern classic, but I don't know if enough people have read it for it to qualify as like a modern classic.
But Red, do you know about the Secret Tunnel?
Secret Tunnel.
And die.
Oh yeah, Blue's been rewatching Avatar from the beginning. It is fun.
I have not seen Avatar since it aired, which is a while ago, so I am going into so much of this like, oh, wait, Comet? What?
It's great. Like, there's...
also chill with asking them to do summaries.
There's a special joy in, like, watching something for the first time, but there's another special joy in watching someone else experience something for the first time.
Yeah. I've been doing that with Nyara Tom, so whenever I get to visit my girlfriend, we'll play a little bit, and seeing her play that is super cool.
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one.
Oh, she closed up all the, lots of thingies.
Yep.
Thanks, witch lady.
Whose identity is mysterious.
Yes, very.
Super, super mysterious.
Thanks for the coins, dude.
Are you gonna do a video on the Count of Monte Cristo? I'll let you know if I ever finish it.
Red is just periodically like, yeah, so I read the Count of Monte Cristo, and then by the end I forgot the beginning, and now I'm on the second run through, and I'm reading it in the middle, and I've forgotten what happens in the middle.
Here's the story. When I was younger, like too young to actually get the Count of Monte Cristo, we had the whole copy, and I like spent a summer reading through it, and by the time I reached the end, I'd forgotten the beginning, and I still have no goddamn idea what happened. So I was like, you know what would make an excellent modern classic? The Count of Monte Cristo. So I loaded up an ebook version, and I started reading through it. I am barely halfway through, like thousands left, and I only remember what happened at the beginning because I've been taking notes the whole time. I have like 15 pages of notes. I will never be able to turn this into a video.
Yeah. I'm just like, Count of Monte Cristo is the most easy to read one.
Yeah.
Three Musketeers and the sequels are rough.
The mic is cutting occasionally, but that might have been because of the way I was holding it. Hopefully it's fine now.
Right at the bottom of the stairs. What stairs?
You're on the stairs.
Oh, those stairs. Okay. Fine.
First, about this, asked if you could do an episode on the differences between God of War's Kratos and the mythological Kratos. Unfortunately, that's not possible because we only have the name of the minor Greek god Kratos.
Yeah.
So there's not really enough stuff to be had.
Yeah, there's
canon Kratos.
barely anything to
he's
compare.
only attested in the Theogony.
Now push it back into place. Now realign the wheel onto the track.
Trains.
Perfect. Now push the bridge along the track.
Working on the temple all the way.
Oops, Wanderer of Weapons donated $10.
Yay, sir, just to pass the time away.
Okay. Wanderer of Weapons donated $10 to say, if you had a chance to train at the Shaolin Temple involving brutal training from dawn from dusk, where they beat you with sticks if you mess up, but you learn years of training in half the time, would you do it?
Hell no.
I need to get myself into better shape first, but
Deny their judgment.
maybe.
Yeah.
That's a hard maybe.
Hard maybe, honestly. I think it could be interesting.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean, like, I get it. It's terrible, but, like, you'll learn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's anything like the opening montage to Samurai Jack, which, if you watch nothing else from Samurai Jack, the 10-minute training montage in the very first episode
It's so
is
good.
one of the coolest things in the entire history of that show.
My favorite
Watch
part-
it. It's awesome.
My favorite part is that Jack hung out with Robin Hood.
Yes!
We're ready now.
Yes!
so
It's
unnecessary.
so cool.
Yeah. Should we open up a can of worms and complain about Samurai Jack Season 5?
No.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. No angry Samurai Jack Season 5 ASMR for you today.
All races helped with its construction. It was the last great
Knight
act of
Atrazax donated $10 to say, Van Helsing is serious based on everything to me, thanks, Red Heart. Also, I only recently discovered y'all like a couple weeks ago at most and have already caught up with everything y'all have made. Thanks,
Impressive.
man. Yeah,
That is very impressive.
Wow, that's hard. Yeah, sorry everyone who's just now joining. We know about the buzz on the stream. There's nothing we can do about it. we got a better mic, and the better mic's audio kept cutting out, and it was really bad. So we replaced it back for the older mic, and the buzz is back, and I have to physically hold it up to face level, but at least we can actually be sort of heard most of the time. Sorry, gang.
Yeah.
Oh, she can just...
Someone asked me, who is Baron Samedi? I'm not super familiar with him. I think he's part of the, like the New Orleans, the Louisiana version of voodooism? Oh man, I'm probably just digging a hole for myself because I really don't know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah, I'll give you a shovel.
Please don't. I think he's Haitian. Is that the word?
Haitian?
Haitian? That's probably... Yeah, wow. Okay, you know what? I need to do research before I even think about answering that question.
Just
Sorry, man.
completely close the book on this one.
He wears a cool top hat.
Underwater for almost 150 winters.
Oh, my friend Raj. Hey, Raj says Buzz is probably because of power supply issue.
What?
Weird.
That's interesting.
Is it a stock aux cord? A stock aux cord, yes.
Yes, it is a stock aux cord.
Yes, it is. The other one might be too?
Ooh, someone asked me what I think of the new Steven Universe episodes. Well, at the risk of spoiling everything, so I'm not going to say any details, I really liked them. I liked how they were resolving plot points. I think some stuff goes by pretty quickly, because it has to, because it was like a 40-minute episode, and they had to resolve every single thing that happened. But I thought it was really good, and there was that one scene that was really well animated, and I thought it was awesome.
Approach the table.
DJ
Prepare for... Oh god, all the exposition in the world.
Yep. Well, while this happens, DJ1999 donated $10 to say, I just wanted to say that you guys are one of the best channels on YouTube, and I love when you guys play games. Thanks, man. Glad it's good. Silent Tremor donates $2 to talk presumably about the Baron Samedi thing to say, so should come to Louisiana directly to do research. That would actually be super cool. I've never been to Louisiana, and I know that there's a lot of really cool shit down there. A really interesting history, like it's a very interesting part of the U.S. So that could be really fun, actually.
And this room alone.
Creativity Factory says, Red, will you do more African Tales? Hopefully, yeah.
And I'm also planning to do more African history at some point too.
Yes.
The first one was a very, 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 very broad overview, but now I'm hoping to get a little bit more specific. Ethiopia is already on the list, a couple other places too. So more Africa is definitely on the way.
Yep, and Kageno donated £5 to say, hey, I tweeted a drama/romance webcomic about Greek gods to you. Did you see it? I think so. If it's that Lore Olympus comic, I actually read most of it, and I thought it was really good.
This place can focus and control that light.
Okay.
Yeah, I can bore the audience with like 5 straight minutes of just exposition. I feel bad for this lady's voice actor for just having to sit in the booth and be like, and if you press X, you can double jump to clear the Bifrost gap and reverse the polarity of planet the moon.
The true Yggdrasil is way too big to fit in this room, but it's also us. And
was the friends we made along the way, and the monsters we killed along the way too.
It's life energy.
Yeah, I know you're complaining about it because in an action game this is a lot of
the mic just cut out for like a half second.
Oh shit.
Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
What's super weird to me
That's how it works.
they keep mentioning is
But I'm
the
guessing
light
you were looking for a more practical
Yeah, it's an odd plot device to choose. Can that thing plug directly into the...
The bridge you
mic.
pushed
Ooh,
outside
okay, hold on guys, we're gonna try something with the mic.
to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim. You must select the destination realm, Alfheim.
Okay, sorry, I had an idea for something to switch and it did not work.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
the wheel
unfortunate.
turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Okay, the buzz is gone. We haven't cut out yet.
And that's why
we switched
realm
back to
travel
the
to
older mic,
Jotunheim
which
is
actually should
impossible.
raise the mic sensitivity.
Without a tower for the
Because
bridge
it's
to lock into,
Hold tight again,
the
guys.
Oh, this one's... Oh, this is already up. Weird. Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
Sweet.
again.
Alright, never mind.
Oh, well.
Every realm
I don't know
has
if
a
that's
travel
my
room that unlocks the bridge to that
Streams,
realm.
like,
I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination.
It's a really great bit of graphic design for the God of War team to make the Omega from the original games into the
Remember to take the
Jormungandr
Bifrost. You've
little
don't want to lose
little
that.
cliff.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Now the realm
Okay,
travel
guys,
bridge will align, and the realm between
So the
realms
problem is,
will
just to
open.
explain to the chat, the microphone we were just using is like a built-in earbud microphone, which is why it sounded so bad.
That giant crystal?
Now this sounds kind of okay because I'm about 4 inches away from it, but the problem is we need to use it for both of us. So we kind of both are talking at it from a couple feet away, so we sound softer.
And then if it just cuts out like outright, that's just a problem with the headset.
Yeah, we're still not entirely sure what's wrong with this mic because when we were using it before, the audio was crapping out. If it goes wrong again, we'll just switch back to the old one and I'll just hold it up again. But in the meantime, this is what we're doing. Oops, missed this switch button.
So this is...
Actually,
Follow me.
Yeah, explain everything that's wrong with this right now.
No, it's not that...
Replenished with a lot of
Unfortunately, I missed a good chunk of
it's
it.
crapping out
My
again.
stream.
Hold on, Adam, it's crapping out again.
trouble getting back to Midgard.
What?
The audio's crapping out again.
No.
We're gonna need to switch.
Captured
All right,
all time.
you guys are gonna
Wait,
be happy because the
hold
things
on.
are coming back.
I'm gonna get another mic and see if that one works better.
What? Okay. Well, okay. So Blue's gonna run off and do that.
So I guess we're just gonna entertain stream for that while we see Kratos standing here.
Yeah. Let's see. Hang on. Chat said something. Percy Jackson themed question. Don't worry, Red. Which type of demigod would you want to be? I'd like to be either a son of Hephaestus or Athena. Those are both good options. The problem is Athena is supposed to be a virgin goddess. She's really not supposed to have any kids. But Annabeth is really cool, so who cares? Oh man. Let's see. Honestly, Hermes is probably the safest choice. He's pretty chill. Everyone likes him. He's not like actively cursed like Apollo.
Yeah.
Only his boyfriends.
Only his boyfriends.
Oh no, that's Apollo. I'm thinking it. Never mind.
Okay, we're gonna give
All
mic
right.
number 3 a shot. Hold on, everybody.
New mic.
Hold on, it says on my phone that you can use.
What? Oh. We're working?
Microphone switch to
Maybe.
headset connected to controller. Whoa! It's not buzzy.
Then can we still hear everyone?
Well, I can hear it. Okay, here's the crappy new one. To throw away somewhere.
Oh, hey, Raj says perfect.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, wow.
Sweet
Guess
business.
We're doing this.
We are
Cool.
doing this! I'm just gonna
That works.
hold it up to face height again.
I never use this one because the earphone quality is terrible, but I guess the mic is better, so...
Okay,
so
before
weird.
we go farther in the game, can we turn around and so I can actually look at it,
Oh,
everything
yeah,
that
yeah.
just happened, and
Nope, sorry, can't.
talk about it?
I can't go in.
Dang. Okay.
We'll be back at some point later.
Okay. Because at some point, a lot of things have happened, and there's a lot of weird plot devices that I want to talk about, but we need to not be doing other things in order to do that.
Let's see. Oh, someone also asked, why is it that every male character you draw is drawn with long hair? I happen to think everyone looks good with long hair, but specifically, I only draw certain male characters with long hair.
Welcome
Because-
to all time, gentlemen.
I don't know. I like drawing people with fluffy hair. Sometimes I like drawing people with beautiful, long, luxurious hair. Because who wouldn't want that, right?
So what you're really saying is that Matt Mercer is the ideal male body. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Fuck yeah, Matt Mercer's what peak performance looks like. Have you seen attractive men with long hair? It's like, that should be illegal. Honestly, attractive people with long hair, but, whatever. I'm exposing too many of my personal preferences on the internet. But that's the answer to your question, man. It's because I think it's pretty. Oh, and Rockstar Reen donated $4.99 with no comment. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody who donates. It's very generous. It's nice enough that you're watching and giving us a reason to be here talking to you all, but if you're donating, that's like a super nice thing.
Yeah,
We appreciate
yeah.
that.
Okay, so
Elfheim.
welcome to
Elfheim.
Tears Bridge to Elfheim. Oh yeah, sorry. Adam, you were gonna shit talk their entire Yggdrasil explanation?
What is that?
Mostly the thing that is weird is the idea of using Alfheim, quote-unquote, the light of Alfheim, as a means of traveling between the 9 realms.
Yep.
Because Alfheim has exactly 2 references. Period.
Oh yeah?
It's in Grimnismal in the Poetic Edda, and there's a single line about it in the Guild Beginning of the Prose Edda.
Oh no.
Those are the only two adaptations for Alpine we have, period. And neither of them actually describe it.
Yeah. I've got no problem with them taking creative liberties with things that weren't explicitly defined in the Edda. So, like, using Alfheim, Alfheim being one of the 9 realms, and using it as a place where elves live is reasonable. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, its name is actually literally Elf World, or Grimnismal actually, or no, not Grimnismal. The Prose Edda makes a distinction between it and Dukelfamer, or so between the Light Elves and the Dark Elves. But like we talked about that on Thursday, that what the Dark Elves actually are is pretty unknown.
Yeah. One of the things is the Light of Alfheim and that whole like dark whatever cloud nonsense is just it is completely for plot purposes. The entire reason why it's there is so that you can have a reason for Kratos to not just be able to punch his way straight up the mountain and get this over with.
Yep.
One of the only things that really annoys me about this game is how much of it is delaying tactics.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just get through the plot. You have to run around in circles for ages first. Anyway, David Nwabike, I can't pronounce that name, I'm very sorry, donated £2 to say, hi from the UK, what's your fave Chinese myth? A Journey to the West, but, I mean, I think that was technically written down in 1600s. I don't know if that actually qualifies as a myth. Oh, man. Hou Yi and Shang Ye I think is really, really sweet. Well, the one that's sweet, not the one where they, like, hate each other and one of them dies. Anyway, let's see what else is happening in the chat.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone's, swooning over Matt Mercer. I approve.
I mean, you're right, yeah.
That is a good decision.
Yeah. Let's see. Dark Elves and Light Arms are like Elder Scrolls Aedra and Daedra? Maybe.
Possibly. There's, I think the Aedra and the Daedra were probably inspired by them, by the Leozelvar and the Dukelvar. But, as to what we actually know about them, apart from the Dukelvar live underground and are supposedly have very, very black skin, there's literally no information about what they're like or what's going on.
No.
Just that the Light Elves and Dark Elves are unlike in appearance.
Yeah. Sometimes it bugs me that we know so much about Norse mythology. Anyway, Darter9000 donates $9.99 to say funds to help fund more equipment for live casts.
Thank you.
Enjoy your coverage of the literary classics, especially older ones where their language can be hard to pierce for us modern youngins. Thanks, man. And Jackson Deason donates $10 to say, hey, Red, just want to say I love listening to your trope talks. They've really helped me in writing my book. Love you guys' channel. Keep up the great work. Thanks, man. I'm glad they're helpful.
For what it's worth, I also got a lot of use out of Red's trope talks in the process of writing one of my own stories. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it out anywhere soon. I'm still kind of working on it. I wrote it for a project, and oh, hey, it's Sindri again, inexplicably over here. Wonder if they'll explain that later in the game.
Oh, probably not.
But trope talks are very helpful for that as well. So they're good videos.
So, staying Beachburg asks, sorry, but aren't the Dark Elves supposed to be dwarves? That is one interpretation that's been put forth. I believe we mentioned it on Thursday that John Lindo and Alaric Hall are two scholars that have talked about that and put forward arguments, but there's not really consensus at this point as to what they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
also, Olivia Lundberg, Historia Ordabasta Amnet. It's just Swedish.
Cosmic Astronaut donated $2 to say, is there any chance that you would do Divine Animcy? I can't tell if that's a misspelling. Maybe Divine Anime? I don't know what that means. Sorry, man, now I'm confused.
No.
How's the wardrobe?
Good. I'm getting all my cool new duds, and I can't afford anything because I just spent a bunch of hack silver on other stuff.
Sweet.
But I'm going. Oh, geez, Light of Alpine just flickered out for a second.
That's probably fine.
I will go to my armor tab, and yeah, those are gross.
Yeah, I don't know why they have so many really ugly options.
I know it's. Oh, I need to equip the Talisman of Concentrated Vitality.
Hmm.
Oh, hey. Oh, I just spent all my XP. Oh, well. Precision throw, that's cool, that's useful. Get that. Oh, that's cool. Deadeye, like in.
Cool.
Yeah, I am sleepy.
Cool. You want some tea? I just made a bunch.
I'm good, actually.
Okay. To the boat! We went to the Cheesecake Factory today and ate a lot of cheesecake.
Yeah.
That building's interior design is a nightmare.
What'd you say?
It's just all over the place. I mean, I love it, but it is...
It's an assault
It's
on the
crazy.
senses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone asked us, what's your favorite fairy tale? You know what? There's a few early versions of Cinderella I really like.
Ashputtel in the original Joan.
Yeah, well, whether that's the original.
I mean, like,
yeah.
that's the one we read in English class in 9th grade, so I know it's real.
Yeah, there's, let's see. There's one I read where it just kind of feels like Cinderella's just kind of she wants. I don't remember what her name is in that, but, she just kind of, she's like, I'm poor, but you know what? I want to marry the prince. So she just kind of gets a job in the kitchen. She's got some kind of magical powers, I think. She like covers her face in ash and she wears a bear fur all the time, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's just the weird little ash-faced girl who wears bear furs. And she works in the kitchen and she like cooks stuff for the prince, and he's like, wow, she's interesting. And then when the prince starts holding a ball, she pulls a dress out. Actually, you know what? I think her backstory is she was a princess from another kingdom. But, like, her mom died, and her dad was like, well, you're looking a lot like your mom, and she was like, fuck no, and ran away. And that's why she's got some, like, riches and stuff in reserve, but also why she's hiding in this other kingdom. But she, like, dresses nice in, like, these gowns she smuggled out, and the prince is like, who is this hot lady? And then after 3 nights, obviously, he's like, listen, I figured out who you are. Marry me. And she's like, cool, and that's the happy ending. So that's my favorite Cinderella. Anyway, I've missed a few super chats while I've been talking to myself.
I totally forgot what's happening with this Atreus hears voices screaming in his head plotline.
Really?
Yeah.
It's,
I mean,
Alright, okay.
Well, I mean, Adam doesn't know, the rest of the game doesn't know. I remember it's a plotline, I totally forgot how they resolved it.
Sorry, guys. I guess they'll not know for a while. Okay, Carl donated £5 to say, hey, Red, friendly Texan studying abroad in the UK. Real quick, do you have plans to cover Sunjata, Rostrum/Shahnameh, or the Arabian Nights? Sunjata, I actually have a script for somewhere from like a couple years ago, so I do want to do that eventually. Arabian Nights is super fucking long, so maybe parts of it. And I think the Shahnameh I will look into. Vern donated $10 to say, hello OSP, what are the odds that you will do anything else from Chinese mythology, people, gods like Nuwa, Ao Guang, Zhang Kui, and the like? Probably pretty good in the long run, but right now we're sort of wrapped up in a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I've got 2 collaborations of the channels on the way. More China is coming, so keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
But videos, ooh, they take a while.
Yep. Ooh, and Anonymous donated another $2 to say Divine Animatic. Sorry, typo. So presumably, like the Vine video I did.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I actually do want to do more of those as like supplementary material because they're super fast to make. So yeah, more of those are gonna happen.
Water.
Water.
It's water, boy.
No, we have to figure it out through bullshit.
No, it's fucking, it's water. Water. Write it in. Write it in the sand.
Elijah Jackson donated $10 to say, question for Blue. Will you ever do a collab with Gaijin Goomba? I could see you both covering the Meiji era or the Tokugawa Shogunate, since Extra Credits covered the Warring States era.
Not really familiar with Gaijin Goomba's content. I know he exists, but like I haven't really watched much of his stuff. I used to watch The Game Theorist. I don't know if he's still on that channel or if he moved, but not familiar. I mean, maybe, yeah, but at the moment, no plans. Right now, my best history buddies are, of course, Shadowversity, Sweeney, Griffin the Armchair Historian, and Potential History. Those are my main crew of people that I've been collaborating with. So keep an eye out for that. Also, stuff Milo, History Time, with other guys as well. Some cool stuff cooking up for the Bronze Age. So get hyped for that.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
The Bronze Age is super weird.
Yep.
Sometimes people make silly arguments from the Bronze Age.
Careful, boy.
I mean, the Bronze Age is like the best time to make silly arguments for, because so few people can prove the weird stuff people will argue wrong, because there's just so little we know. It's like a bunch of alien bullshit, and oh god. But yeah, the Bronze Age is fun because everyone has kooky theories for the Bronze Age.
Oh, I've heard a couple really crazy ones for the Scandinavian Bronze Age. because one of the classes we had, I was in Denmark in the fall. One of the classes we had was on Bronze Age archaeology. There were some interesting interpretations.
Oh, Alex Smith donated $2 to say, Red, I honestly love to see an illustrated book written about the lives of the Greek gods or any mythology, but the Greeks are so memeable. I'd pay a ton of money for that. Thanks, man. I actually have been considering making some kind of, like, written, illustrated version of the myths, but honestly, book publishing is such a living nightmare.
It's rough.
That it's probably easier for me to keep it in video form, but anyway, good suggestion. Wolfgang Carter donates $5 to say, have either of y'all heard of a band called The Mechanisms? I watched your King Arthur video.
Oh god, it froze him.
Oh damn.
Oh jeez.
I watched your King Arthur video and I think Red would like High Noon over Camelot. I haven't, but that sounds dope and I'm gonna need to look it up.
Are you trying to say it's high noon? That's my worst Matt Mercer
Speaking of how everybody loves Matt Mercer. Oh man.
No.
Honestly, I kind of hate Alfheim. It's so pretty, but so stupid.
It's
Yeah.
so pretty. This is such a cool aesthetic design, but it kind of just exists, and as far as I can tell, it's mostly just
It's just
generic fantasy world.
It's here to be a plot cul-de-sac, so the game is longer. Oh, and for those of you who are just tuning in, the tinny voice over the phone is our good buddy Adam. He is a Norse mythology expert and such. He is currently in Reykjavik, so time zones are a little off.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Going.
Also,
oh,
I might need to book it in like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Depending
Yeah.
on when.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing.
Cool.
Yeah. We're about to get into a huge plot sync soon, so we can get into this temple and then probably call it.
Yeah. Oh, someone's been asking you if you're ever going to do history about the Balkans.
Yeah, probably at some point. I have designs upon the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Said Germany. Oh no, Germany didn't say that. I don't know my early modern history that well. I guess I'm thinking of like. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that one. But I have designs to do some of those Balkan states. But it's kind of a weird part of history that I'm not super good at. So I would love to, but I don't know when I'll get to it.
Silent Trevor donates another $5 to say, what are some mythological / historical drinks y'all wish you could try? That's a really interesting question, actually.
Ambrosia.
Yeah, Ambrosia's good.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that, like, crazy beer mixture that they use to knock out Sekhmet so they can turn her into two gods.
that would be crazy.
I mean, that would probably kill anyone who wasn't Sekhmet, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when I have actually had some of the museums in London do some of their cafes in like a reconstructed Georgian so 18th century hot chocolate that just melted chocolate and brandy. And it's so good.
That sounds kind of horrifying.
That's pretty dope.
Can you imagine how crazy it is that chocolate is now a worldwide thing?
Yeah.
It used to be that it was just one society that had chocolate access, and now we put it in everything, and I love it. I would not have survived in the 1700s before we got that.
Or tomatoes, or potatoes, or like...
No, potatoes!
Yeah,
I would
get that
die.
from the Inca.
I would just die.
That's like one of the best killing experience videos, is when he's going through, like, Dragon Quest something or other to try and find a society that has potatoes. It's water, you done. Okay, so,
God damn it, Atreus, this riddle is not hard. We could have at least tried water first.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's kind of funny that you can get, sometimes they're called like Mexicana hot chocolates, where it's like spiced and cinnamon and stuff, and that's basically a close-ish approximation to what we imagine early chocolate consumption was like, because the Aztecs just drank a spiced cocoa drink, so it's basically a Mexicana hot chocolate.
It was unsweetened, it was spiced, and it was basically like... I've had traditional Mexican hot chocolate. It's kind of miserable, actually.
Oh, really?
Because it's not sweet.
No.
So it's like, it's
So
raw.
just dump sugar in it.
Have you had, like, just anything with raw cocoa powder in it? It is just so bitter and dry. It's not terrible, but it takes so much processing power to turn the chocolate plant into a chocolate bar that's anything remotely edible.
It is not
so.
possible. Atreus, enough.
We are literally gods, but I mean, you can't hear voices, don't be silly.
You're also not allowed to tell him that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Way to go, Chris. He's like, Father, I don't understand. It's like, it's because you're a god, because I'm a god. How else do you think I keep pulling this shit all over the place?
I want to knock that guy in the ditch.
Another fucker, another motherfucker.
Also, these guys' spears are so dumb.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, glowing two-pointed spears.
I
This is
hate
bad.
Alfheim so much.
This is, yeah.
Let's go.
It annoys me because it's so pretty. Like, they actually did a really good design for this
Like, the
place.
graphics,
But
the art team did an awesome job.
Actually, you know what? Oh, sorry, hang on. Donation from I've gone to great lengths to expand my threshold for pain. Donating $5 to say Triple Talk and the gang have been journeying to the west for so long they'll have to rename the series Journey from the East. Anyway, what was I talking about? Shoot. Oh, right.
Alfheim sucks.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that people have recently taken to like for a while people were designing elves to be kind of like perfect, and that was basically the Tolkien elf thing,
Yeah.
where they're these idealized.
They're
human
Southern
beings.
Englishmen with pointier ears.
I mean, what? Yes. Classicism win. But recently, people have been kind of reaching this compromise where they donate, like, where they make these elves that are beautiful but just creepy. And one of the ways they often do that is make kind of like this fungus aesthetic.
Mm.
And Alfheim does that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really beautiful stuff, but a lot of like pale pinks and stuff with fungus designs. And it's just really unsettling. Anyway,
I don't know why that's the... I mean, like, from a world building perspective, I guess that's the easiest thing to do, like, naturally.
Yeah, it looks natural, but it looks creepy natural. Also, Amira Rashid donated $20, thanks guys, to say, hey guys, just wanted to let you know that I love your work, I can't wait to see more, and I really hope to see Arabian Nights. My dad is from the Middle East, and I would love to see your take on it. Thank you very much, dude. We are working on it. Arabian Nights is kind of long.
I have read a third of it, and it took me the better part of a year.
I looked into just the story of the fisherman and the djinn, because I was like, oh, I want to make a video about djinn, that'll be interesting. And like, every single goddamn time that I thought the story was gonna end,
oh no,
they'd be like,
no.
oh, this is just like that one time with the dude. And they're like, what time with the dude? And he's like, well, I'll tell you. And then they launch into another story, and in that story, like, the prince and the vizier will be talking, and the vizier will be like, this is just like that one time with the other prince and the vizier. And the prince is like, what's that? It's like, well, I'll tell you. And I was 4 stories deep, and I was like, I just want to know what happened to the fisherman.
No, that's not how that works.
I think the Decameron is a very similar style. Boccaccio's early Renaissance work along with Petrarch and Dante, except that one is more explicitly like 10 stories over the course of 10 nights, so 100 total, and it actually like compartmentalizes itself.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
What's in here?
But
nothing. Cool.
Actually, the history of the Arabian Nights is super. Just the formation of the full text we know.
It's so bonkers.
Is incredibly complicated. Because
Aladdin's
the
not
oldest
even original
texts
to it.
are like pre-Islamic, so
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
6th century.
Oh yeah.
And the most recent ones are 16th or 17th century Egyptian.
Yeah, well, the jinn are a pre-Islamic concept. They were changed when Islam arrived. But in Arabian Nights, they show up in their original version as like these beings of smokeless fire, which is what they were before they got
Very
Islamified. But in the same book, you have Aladdin, which is way late. Like, it's not from the original, which it makes it funny to me that that's the one that people mostly think about when they... Anyway,
Yeah.
It's a very interesting book. It's completely bonkers, like, historical context-wise.
Cool thing about
the best
yeah, actually,
the
never mind.
only full thing of English version of the modern text is
What?
so hard to find. I have one of the 3 volumes of it,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh.
2007
Oh.
translation. That
Weird Zaypad. Oh no.
oh, that's not good.
It's a good thing that thing is glowy just for decorative purposes. It's not actually hot
Oh.
or anything.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, there he goes. It's a good thing he doesn't have wings or anything.
Yeah, that would really
Otherwise, punching him off that cliff
make
might
my
seem
life
kind of
difficult.
useless.
Oh my god, I literally have infinite Spartan range until like kill everybody.
That's convenient. That's a good
Really?
mechanic for this.
That's awesome.
Okay,
deal
cool,
with that
cool. Yeah.
later.
We will shoot that guy a message.
Yep. Thank you, man.
Now I'm just stewing. Oh, right.
Yep.
I can throw entire. Oh god, I love when Kratos just punches stuff.
His strength is kind of weird. He's like only as strong as the plot needs him to be at any given time. I mean, everyone talks about, oh, Kratos flips a building, but struggles to open chests, teehee, and it's like, yeah. He's just strong enough to be impressive in any context.
Oh,
I
so close.
would assume that the struggle with the chest is I don't want to pulverize what's inside the chest.
Yeah,
Instantaneously.
that is one of the complex things when writing a character with super strength. Because it's like, I don't know, what if they get nervous and like squeeze the side of their chair or something? The chair has a big old fish-shaped crunch in it. It's like...
The IKEA expenses must be insane.
It's gotta be such a nightmare to just have super strength all the time. Like, sometimes they have characters with super versions of regular things, like they have super senses.
Oh, right.
And it's like, they treat it like they can just turn them on and off, and I think that's one way to make that power set interesting. But in practice, if that's just how your senses work, you're gonna be in sensory overload all the time.
Yeah. The thing that I kind of get with the way they do it in God of War is, like, it's a rage thing, and you can't be angry all the time, so, like, sort of like the Avatar state. Like, you can use it, but just not all the time. It's, like, moment-specific.
Maybe that explains why he's depowered compared to the last few games. It's not just that he's old and cranky. It's that in the old games, he's just in Spartan rage mode all the time.
He's less angry all the time.
Yeah. Oop,
There we go, Corey Barlog. We, fixed your plot hole.
Sudoku Kage donates $10 to say, huge fan of your Journey to the West recaps. I hope you enjoy God of War. Thank you very much, dude.
Hey, you sure the witch is okay?
The witch is okay? I don't give a fuck.
I literally could not care any less than I do right now, which is nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, I'm so upset about that one person we met 5 minutes ago. You notice how the sun doesn't set in this game? This whole thing happens in one day and they never eat.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. It does. That's terrifying.
It's like 24.
Oh, jeez. What a, like, I respect the concept of that show, but it's just so ridiculous.
Expect
Right.
I'm gonna destroy this planet in 9 minutes.
I'd say you only have 5 minutes left until this episode explodes. Alright.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged is great. Do you know when you might need to head out? Because I figure we're, like, close to one of a few stopping points.
I'm gonna shoot a message to Dark Owl! No! Katie Rose donated $2 and said, you did your super epic of your channel. Oh, Titan of Water asked, Atlantis based off a real natural disaster. You are in luck.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
We have been talking about this non-stop for like 2 straight days.
You're in luck. I've been researching this. Short answer, no, except yes. The story of Atlantis is deliberately an allegory. Plato made it up out of whole cloth because he really liked doing that. He would come up with these things that he would present as fact with the understanding that his audience knew that they were allegories. Like,
oh god.
Like someone in his story would be like, oh, have you ever heard the tale of place that did thing? And the audience would be like, that's not a real thing, but they'd listen anyway, and it would tell them some philosophical thing about how life worked. So the story of Atlantis, as recounted in the Timaeus and Critias dialogues, is very, very standard for that kind of thing. The moral of the story is that humans are imperfect, and that a given luxury and everything they could ever want, humans will find a way to ruin perfection, and then they will be punished for hubris. That's basically the story of Atlantis. It starts off being ruled by these 10 divine kings, but as the lineage goes down, the kings become more and more human until their human nature overwhelms their divine purity or whatever.
Hero.
And they become overwhelmed by hubris, and they get destroyed for their hubris and all that jazz. Now, that said, the island of Santorini was partially destroyed by a volcanic eruption.
Ooh.
So,
whoops.
So when Plato actually said, hey, listen, there was this island and it had a cool nation on it and it got destroyed, the audience wouldn't say, I've never heard of that. They'd say, oh, like what happened to Santorini. Alright, I'm up to speed. So, Atlantis is not based on a real place, but the events in Atlantis were designed to correlate with things that the audience was familiar with. So, yeah, you're in luck. I've been thinking about this way too much. Let's see, anything else happening? No,
that didn't work. Again? Oh, man.
No, Kratos.
Gosh, I'm just bad at this game.
How could this have happened?
How could this happen?
Someone keeps asking if I'm going to do Conan the Barbarian by Robert E. Howard. Maybe. I've never actually read the Conan books, and I'm kind of tempted to, because I know they're like genre defining and stuff.
Oh, where's my axe? Yeah, Alfheim is just kind of wonky.
Yeah. I noticed these guys, the elves, take a lot from 18th and 19th century images of fairies and pixies. Kind of conflates that whole thing together, which is interesting. Interesting design choice, but a strange one.
That was a giggle.
For the first time I saw Captain America kick that dude off the boat. That's my shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know, boy. Just gonna run over here. Get some health. Oh,
How
no.
about one on Tarzan? Maybe one on Tarzan. Tarzan's probably a modern classic. But I've heard the books are, like, boring compared to the...
Oh, why am I so bad at this?
I think that's not it.
It's pretty weird.
I'm just gonna steal this. Woo. Thank you, sir. Ow! Why does it keep doing that?
Silent Tremor says, the buzz is back in town and spams a bunch of the emojis after you donated $2. Thanks, man. I still can't hear the buzzing. So, it might just be you, but... What's the limit to be considered a modern classic? It's not really a limit. I just kind of define things for convenience sake. If it's like a classic, the way I define classics are things like the Iliad, the Odyssey, the stuff they make you read in classics class, and things contemporary to it.
What?
Oh no, I can't believe he died. He's just lasering you in the fucking face. Anyway, a modern classic is like the kind of things you read in like a normal literature class. Of Mice and Men,
Are you telling me this isn't working at all?
Oh, there is a buzz. Weird. I'm not hearing a buzz, but...
There we go. Okay. What? Yeah.
Oh, is there a buzz? I'm not hearing a buzz. I don't know why everyone's talking about one.
Okay, but I think we probably need to focus here though with like, does anyone have any
yeah, alright everyone.
Norse mythology, otherwise if they want to answer to
Antonio Beal donates.
or me and Matt.
Antonio Beal donates $5 to say I was one of the original subscribers. Thanks for sticking with us for so long, man.
Yeah, dude, that's super cool. Thanks. Come on. Why don't you die?
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
That only took forever. This is why I'm probably going to switch the difficulty to easy at some point.
No.
Yeah.
Just love spamming circle after I kill a boss like that. It's like, yeah, I got all the goods. Oh, should get the chest. Nord's Tempest.
Okay. Boy, howdy, that was fun. You should fight more giant rock guys.
Yeah, that was okay. Well,
Phoenix King 62 asked us,
give it a
if you had to have any god / goddess as a roommate, who would you want?
Apollo.
Artemis.
Those are the two correct answers.
I don't know, I feel like Apollo would keep bringing people home and then crying about it the day later.
Oh, yeah.
You have to, remember, you have to do the thingy.
You know, that's fair. My new boyfriend. Hey, my boyfriend died. Here's my girlfriend. Hey, my girlfriend died.
Yeah, it's like, here's my
Apollo.
What's more likely to happen is, here's my new girlfriend, and then the girl looks over and is like, I thought this wasn't a date! And then she runs away, and he's like, babe, come back! And then he comes back like, so she turned into a tree. Meanwhile, Artemis is just there, and he's like, hey, is it the new girlfriend's over? And I'm like, yes, please!
Only if you bring your wolf pets. Yeah, Artemis is a good answer.
Datboy Kyle says, hey, I have a question. Who animates
shit,
all
what
the
up?
animations? Oh, do you know that?
No, it's just that
Oh,
boy.
okay.
That's an old,
Yep,
spicy 2017 meme for you right there.
Who animates all the animations? I animate all the animations with my trusty animation program.
And I make maps because I can't draw for shit. If you've seen Macbeth, or not you've seen Macbeth, if you've seen Les Mis, you've seen it in action.
Corvus,
it is pain.
Corvus asks us if we'll ever do Catcher in the Rye. Maybe.
Ugh. Big oof on Catcher in the Rye.
Neither of us think very highly of that book, but it is a modern classic, even though it's just a pretentious teenager whining about everyone around him for like 30 pages in a chapter. Whatever. I had to read that book once, and everyone in my class was like, hey, Holden's kind of an ass, right? And the teacher was like,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Speaking of person feels certain way for so many pages, I've described, and I haven't read this book, I've never read Crimes and Punishments, but I've seen it and myself described it as a guy commits a crime and feels bad about it for 900 pages.
Right?
Which is like, you could have put that in 3.
My brother is stuck reading that right now, and he's like, this guy's so whiny! Anyway, we got a couple questions. Someone, Marianor says, what's your favorite interpretation of the Wizard Merlin? I like the one where he's like pseudo-immortal and is actually kind of pulling the strings for centuries, not just where he's working to get Arthur and placed as king, because that's cool, but it's kind of small scale. I like it better when he's still around in the modern era. And Tyler Preston asked, were you guys ever fans of Channel Awesome? I used to be, but I found almost all of them to be gigantic douchebags. Yeah, it's kind of the thing that happened, and it sucked.
That's a big, that's a big oof.
Yeah, that is a big oof. I used to be like way into that stuff. And then, of course, everything went to shit, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Night at Trizak says, Hephaestus is best roommate. Something broken? Not anymore. Smiley face. Excellent answer. Also, thanks for the $5.
Yeah, that is a very good answer. Thank you for your contribution on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And to everyone who's been donating the super chat, it's very generous of you. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Your generous donations will help me get less shitty audio equipment.
Woo! And that way, everybody wins. Because we win, unless you all win, by extension.
By the way, on the Merlin thing, Red, there's actually a Norse version of the Merlin. I mean, literally a translation. But in the 13th century, early 13th century, a monk named Gunnlaugr Leifsson translated Geoffrey of Monmouth's Prophetia Merlini, or Merlini, into Old Norse.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Part of the Bretasuga, the full translation of the Historia Britannia. So,
well, that's super cool.
One of those super cool random things, but since it's his prophecy, Merlin's prophecy, it actually talks of the Saxon defeat of the Britannic peoples of Britain in Old Norse.
No, it is a chest, but it's misbehaving.
Oh.
Oh, right. I don't think it lets you while there's still enemies.
You cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby. Someone tells Caesar that Brutus is going to kill him. Oh no, he's wearing AirPods, he can't hear us. Oh fuck, oh Jupiter!
What's the worst Greek god roommate to have?
Juno. Well,
no. Why would
no,
she get on your case?
Because she.
Only if you sleep
she
with her
holds
boyfriend,
grudges.
man. Only if you sleep with her boyfriend.
True.
You know,
I don't know. Yeah.
I love. Okay, you know what? I love him dearly, but it might be Dionysus.
Oh God.
Dionysus would be terrible.
Always with the
That
parties.
would be terrible.
Because I don't do parties, man. I don't like the crowds. I don't really like to drink, and I can't dance. So what is there for me? Then again, I feel like it would be a good excuse for me to get out of the house. He'd be like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna have a few hundred friends over," and I'll be like, "All right, I'll just sleep in the library." And he'll be like, "Rock on, man."
Okay, so let me explain my Juno, because the reaction was like, oh, she's gonna make it a bad time. I feel like if you leave your dishes in the sink once, she's gonna like murder your family.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just based on all the myths that I've read, mostly the Aeneid. I feel like that's something Juno would do. Granted, Virgil's biased against Juno because of the whole like Rome thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that like you're always just walking on thin ice with her.
Walking
I feel
on eggshells. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Hera strikes me Juno strikes me as like the passive-aggressive roommate type who won't actually tell you what's wrong, but she'll start like screwing with you if you've done something to offend her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And given the way she works, she'd probably start screwing with you by screwing with your like love life and family and stuff.
Hey, you used to have parents, right? What do you mean used to? Oh God.
Carol, what did you do?
Hera.
Or she like drives you temporarily insane and causes you to just miss your finals, and then you come back to your senses. You're like, Juno, why?
One of Cyan's very good friends uses Juno as a euphemism for bitch.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
There, the light.
Let's see. Jonas Kennedy asked if I ever read the Dresden Files. I actually read like 4 of them in one afternoon, and then I just kind of stopped. Unfortunately, this is how I consume most media. I consume way too much of it at once, and then I never look at it again. But I thought it was fun. I like urban fantasy, even though it's a little, I don't know, gritty for me. Arachnovolt, awesome name, donates $5 to say, love your videos. Have you ever considered doing a video about the Donner Party expedition of 1846-47? Blue?
The what now?
The Donner Party? You know what that is, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to Wikipedia. Hold on, everybody. This is going to be a learning experience.
This is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's after 1700, so like I'm automatically in the dark.
Oh my God, everything's terrible.
Alright, the Wikipedia page for Donner Party. The Donner Party, or Donna Reed Party, was a group of American pioneers that set out for California in a wagon train in May 1846. Blah, 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 departing from Independence.
Oh, it's American history. That's why I don't know about it.
They were delayed by a series of mishaps and mistakes and spent the winter of 1846-47 snowbound in the Sierra Nevada. The party has come to popular attention due to some pioneers resorting to cannibalism to survive.
Oh.
Let's see. Historians have described the episode as one of the most bizarre and spectacular tragedies in Californian history and western U.S. migration.
Wow.
Wait, what the fuck?
Speaking of ridiculous exhibitions, I watched a video by the Armchair Historian just today. No, it was by Potential History about the Russo-Japanese War and how Russia just got so stomped.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened was they made a mistake in trying to get their fleet from their western ports to their eastern ports in order to fight the Japanese. So they managed to get the British basically on their tail. So the Brits closed the Suez Canal, so the Russian fleet had to go all the way around Africa to make it to the Japanese theater. It was real bad, and basically the whole fleet was a loss, and it's part of the reason why they lost so terribly.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's impressive.
Yeah. Look up Potential History's video on it for more. He's got really great content if you're into 1900 and beyond, mostly World War II. But that was really funny, just seeing how one thing led into another, and just spiraled out of control.
Yep. Jordan Schmaltz asked if I'll ever discuss Native American stories like the Wendigo and the Skinwalker. Honestly, okay, here's the thing. I think those things are super interesting, and I would love to talk about them. But I do not know if I am qualified to, because there's only so much I know about them, and there's sources online and stuff, but the thing is, they're parts of living cultures, and I always feel weird about talking about living cultures, because with dead cultures, it's like, all right, these these are history. But with the living culture, it's like, who owns this? And the answer is definitely not me in this case. So I always feel a little weird about it. So maybe, but I need to be careful. Oh, and Keyshawn99 Sullivan donates $4.99 to say, hey, would you consider doing a collab with extra credits, preferably about Charlemagne, because that's what I'm studying in class, also because I love EXC. Maybe. I mean, we crossed over with them before.
Have they not already done a Charlemagne episode? I swear they have.
I mean, it would be weird if they hadn't, to be honest.
One up on the Swords of Charlemagne.
I mean, yeah, they've got a cool history show. I think they're doing Sun Yat-sen right now. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna die.
Sorry, I've gone to great lengths to expand my personal campaign. Sorry I didn't rep your Atlantis commentary. He's got a couple of super chats where he mentions that there's a theory about where Atlantis really was. The problem is, every single time someone's like, I found where Atlantis really was, it bugs me because, you know what Plato's dialogue states? Where Atlantis literally was. He said that it was on the western side of the Strait of Gibraltar. He, like, explicitly puts it on a map. He says, this is where it was, it sank into the ocean, that's why there's a mud shoal there and why we can't access the Atlantic. Like, that's explicitly in there. So whenever someone's like, I think it's here, it's like, no, Plato told you where it was. He was wrong, because it's not real. But anyway, yeah, sorry I didn't mention those. Anyway, what else is happening? Can someone ask Juno to give my kids, they are my kids, signed the book.
Alright.
Blue, no offense, but I think you throw the damn axe too much. Well, I think you don't know how to have fun in this game.
Okay, you know what? Fair. I will accept that. But what the? Oh, it's over there.
No, remember it's a puzzle. You gotta line them up so you can kill most of them at once.
There we go. Oh, what? How many of these things do I have to kill?
We should go.
Okay, you know what? Fine, boy. Fine. Maybe I do throw the axe too much, but it does damage at range, and I clearly am getting killed a lot, so... Yeah. That's what I say.
Arachnovolt donated $5 to say, glad you liked my name. I thought it when I thought of what you'd call an amalgamation between Spider-Man and Static Shock. Oh, that would be sick.
That's
dope. I think Miles Morales already exists. But no, that's seriously cool.
Man, now I'm just excited for the next Insomniac Spider-Man game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now, my hot theory, which you can quote me on because this is a stream and everyone's listening to me, instead of just like me just telling random people, but my hot theory is that based on the plot in... Okay, you know what? I need to get this out of the way. Based on the plot in the DLC missions where you can team up with Black Cat and Silver Sable, I think the whole deal with the second Spider-Man game is basically going to be a series of partners that you can work with, because they institute stealth mechanics and they implement is the word I was looking for, a combat system where you can work with another player, or with another character. They wouldn't make a system that complicated just for the DLC. I mean, this is Insomniac, so like maybe, but I don't think they would do that. I feel like it's a tease of a much bigger mechanic to be implemented later in the second game, where with Miles taking up the mantle of Spider-Man, and with Black Cat now kind of around, that it's going to be a Spider-Man plus sidekicks dealio.
Silent Tremor donated $2 to say, do y'all accept fan mail? And that's what I want to know. We don't have a P.O. box, but you can email us, which is on our About page. Aaron Hand donated $10.
Hey, I'm climbing here.
To say, I love you guys. Red, would you do some Russian classic summaries? I'm not going to ask for Dostoevsky because I know people seem to have a hard time with him, but would love me some Tolstoy. Maybe. I've never actually had to read any Russian classics, but I think it would be very interesting, so I'll give it a shot.
See my earlier comment about guy commits crime, feels bad about it for 900 pages.
Yep. And, Hunter Codner donates $5 to say, Red, have you ever thought about doing a video on the American folk heroes like John Henry or Paul Bunyan? Kinda, yeah. American history is weird because it's super short and not a whole lot is going on, and it's such a melting pot of just everything. But the folk heroes would be interesting to discuss, although, again, with most myths, there's no, like, consensus, and with the folk heroes, there's actually even less consensus, because, like, every town has a different version.
Yeah.
But anyway, maybe.
Yeah. What's really fun with American folk heroes is that some of them just get kind of created randomly for advertising purposes, because America.
Yeah.
Pesos Bill is probably the best example of that. He is actually just created wholesale, and all of his stories about being able to tame anything and riding a tornado and creating Death Valley, and all of that was just made up by a company.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Red, don't you need to head out soon?
I have it. She's gonna message me.
Okay, cool.
Why Tyrie 12 Warbrick? I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce that. Asks us, have y'all read Neil Gaiman's The Sandman? If you have, what do you think?
Oh boy.
I have
Red, have you read Neil Gaiman's The Sandman?
Alright, don't ask me, man. But yes, I've read Sandman. I really, really like Sandman. I think it's super goddamn cool, and the coolest part is that it's actually part of the DC Universe, which is crazy to me. Anyway, I think it's super cool, and they do some really interesting stuff in there. And I think Neil Gaiman's just fictional universe in general is so vivid and vibrant. Let's see, Peter Schwartz donates $2. So, did you ever do any production on Gilgamesh? Gee, Blue, did we have any production on Gilgamesh?
No.
We did.
I mean, it was really bad.
It was like your first video. Come on,
it was up there. So Red will, I'm sure, one day do a much better version of Gilgamesh. I did it for the program that I was studying in as sort of like a 2-minute study aid, and it's really like not great, but I'm sure Red can do a very good job of it if she decides to give it a go.
To answer your question, we have done a Gilgamesh video. Who's not happy with it? I might do another one. And Antonio Beals donates $2 to say you should go see a Church of Asatru. I don't know what that is.
Well, the Asatru is the name used for neo-pagan.
Interesting.
Norse. Yeah.
Urban legend. Ooh, for the person
I like how Kratos is just like spewing battle advice in the middle of this.
Yep. For the person asking if we've considered covering urban legends, sometimes. The problem is, it's the same problem that we have with most mythologies, which is no internal consistency, because urban legends change so quickly and are frequently kind of ridiculous. Like, you know, there's like Bigfoot and Mothman, and those ones are pretty classic, but then you get the ones that are like empty pairs of pants walking around on security cam footage. Woo, so spooky. Or that, I don't know, Japan has like a million urban legends, but they're almost all like creepy dead woman who will kill you in some kind of ironic way if you say the wrong thing to her. So, I don't know, there's simultaneously too much and too little to talk about, kind of.
The problem is it's just, even more than like regular stories, it's so highly specifically localized, and there are a million different versions.
Jordan Schmaltz donates $5 to say, will you live stream Kingdom Hearts 3? It's the epitome of USA and Japan's love story. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
I've never found any interest in it. It's just the animation styles are all over the place. Like, I get it, if you really love Disney stuff, like, it's cool. I'm not knocking it, but just for me, I don't...
I just like the memes where it's like...
even for the more historical, I tried to figure out something to say with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and it's just Disney. It's... If you want to give more money to the mouse, wonderful.
Yep.
But it's just Disney.
Oh, and Silent Tremor donated $2 to say, who are the Goths and what happened to them? History people?
Yeah. So basically, Goths are a series of Germanic and, not so much Gallic, mostly Germanic tribes that came into the Roman Empire 300s, 400s, and onward, and basically took up a lot of the area that Rome had forfeited with its collapse. Most of them got replaced outright, so the Visigoths and the Vandals in Spain and North Africa got conquered by the Islamic armies. Rome got conquered by the Byzantines, and they kind of did its own thing. A lot of the Goths that settled in the north and the east kind of stuck around for a while and just transformed into something else. So they took over what Rome left, and then some of them got conquered, and some of them just kind of morphed into something. So they're a very intermediary group of people between the Roman Empire and the proper medieval world. And I feel like that's doing them a disservice, but I don't know that much about it, so there's not so much I can say.
I know a little more, but still not a ton. One of the big things about them is that a lot of our Germanic, our cross-Germanic myth probably stems in origin from them, as they moved, basically getting pushed by the Scythians and equivalent, got pushed in from the Caucasus, and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Scythians and equivalent, got pushed in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mountains, just kept getting pushed over in. And then they moved in from the Caucasus and the Ural Mounta like pre-turn of the millennium, just slowly moved over and just expanded in the pre-migration age. And then a lot of our Germanic myths are claimed to be about them, so they basically wound up settling all across from modern, basically Poland and Latvia, all the way down into Spain. And like Volsunga Saga is supposed to tell of the Volsungar are a Danish branch of the Goths, and the
hey, sorry, I just put something together. Keep going.
Yeah. The Nibelungs are a different German branch of the Goths, and the Huns are a third, also German, but different part of German branch of the Goths. So all of those are different groups. Medieval authors use it as a catch-all for like all Germanic peoples.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry to cut in, but like a million things have happened in the chat while you've been talking, and I really want to respond to some of them.
Of course.
I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Courtney Cohen donated $2.99. Thank you very much. Person who asked if I've ever thought of doing the story of the Chinese zodiac like their race. I have, and I kind of want to. The person who keeps asking about how I think Kratos and his wife met, I can't answer that question because it's going to be spoilery, and I'm trying not to do that this time. Cosmic Astronomist, thanks for donating $1.99 to ask what about yokai myths. I would like to talk about those in the future. I've talked about a couple of them already. Cyan McCann donated €2 to say next Irish Myth. I don't have one immediately planned, but there's a lot of material. Anthony Lombardi donated 10 Canada, damn it, dollars, to say, have you thought about running through the Song of Roland? I think I know what that is. So yes I have. So yeah, thanks for donating. Sorry, Adam, go ahead.
Song of Roland would be awesome to do as a video. I also did see a flash. There, from the Pope. The Goths are the people who made all the cool-looking Catholic churches, right? No. So, it's a very weird thing, but about 500 years after the Goths, more or less, well, not quite that much, in the 10th and 11th centuries, going into the 12th and 13th, there's like a resurgence of interest in the earlier Middle Ages, in the Merovingians, the early Carolingians, that manifests in the Gothic periods of architecture and handwriting. But those actually have very little to do with the historical semi-nomadic tribes that are the Goths. So, they use the same name for the sake of referencing a long-running past, but it actually was a completely different development in the High Middle Ages.
Cool.
So, while Kratos was having a little vision quest, Atreus was doing some environmental storytelling with all of those corpses.
Yeah, that's good visual storytelling. Because obviously it wouldn't be in character for Kratos to be like, oh my god, you killed all these yourself, and it wouldn't be in character for Atreus to be like, that's right, I killed all these myself. So instead the game shows us this giant pile of corpses with the axe stuck in the top, and doesn't ever have either of them overtly comment on it, but trusts you to make the connection between, oh shit, and also recognize that Kratos, while he will never say anything like, damn, impressive, is on the inside like, huh, okay.
But probably also freaking out because he left his poor son to do all that murdering.
Yeah. He got too caught up on his dead wife to recognize his living son.
Deep. Yeah, Atreus, you tell it. I think this is probably a good place to call it because there's just a lot of like weird environmental stuff on the way out of Alfheim. Is there anything else that either of you would have as a last little thing to say, since we are at the bottom of the hour?
I don't know. I think this was a fun designed level, but I hate that it exists.
I didn't dislike it as much as I thought I would on second pass. But it's still very much like in here just to make the game longer. Like again, it's like a video game. You're supposed to be playing it.
Yeah.
But like I wish it was a little less clunky.
It's got the slight problem that if this were purely open world, it would be fantastic to have this additional world to run around in. But this God of War game is not that open world.
I mean, it's wide linear, which I like as a design philosophy.
Right, but what this means is that if you want to play it through from end to end, there's a lot of additional shit you have to slog through. And if you want to do open world, there's not that much freedom. This is honestly probably the only problem I have with this game, in that it can't fully commit to sandbox or linear, because, you know, both of those have flaws. So instead it kind of chooses a compromise that sort of has some of the flaws from both. Anyway, Alfheim is pretty, but I don't like that we have to go there.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah.
Adam, anything else to add before we hop on off the stream?
Looking at just this as like an adaptation of Norse myth, there's a lot that's fairly interesting, but this whole thing so far has leaned very far into the fantastical side of it, which is certainly not a problem, but certainly interesting for how the game claims to be so specifically like in the Norse world, but then does a really interesting and weird mix of trotting between modern reconstructions and purely fantastic ones.
Yeah.
Next time we're on, I want to probably talk about the design of the gods.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing. But this time it seems it's leaned really far into the fantasy, which I think is a decision that pays off pretty well for the art team in this game, because, my god, is this all pretty.
Yeah, and honestly, it's the same exact thing that they did with the Greek world, is just take a basic aesthetic and then just blow it up to infinity.
Yep.
With that, all watch those who are watching this played back later. It'll be uploaded hopefully soon. One more super chat.
We also got one more super chat from Maria. I'm so sorry. For $5, say, love your video guys. Picture of Dorian Gray. Unfortunately, I actually have. I know how it goes though, so I might look into it later. Anyway, yes, sorry.
Right.
With that,
thank you, everybody. Say bye to all of. I don't know where I was going with that. Say bye. All right, bye.
Bye.